tonight I wanted to show you something that I've been doing on my arrows lately. And one thing that a problem that I've been having a lot with my arrows is that, well, two problems, is that when I take these down to the range, I'm shooting into targets that are cloth covered. So what happens is that with the glue-on points, a lot of times there's this little seam right back here, and even though when I glue them I try to smooth that over, what'll happen is sometimes it'll catch and actually eventually pull the point off. So, we're going to fix that. Another problem I have is that I do a lot of stump shooting with field points, and sometimes what'll happen is the field point will just snap off, just a straight clean snap. So what I've been doing is I've been putting regular heat shrink tubing, just standard electrical heat shrink tubing, over the front of the arrow shaft and a little over onto the point. And what that's been doing is when I'm shooting targets, it actually allows me to pull the tip out without getting caught on the fabric. And also I noticed that if I do get breaks with these, it's usually a little further up and it's not right at the tip here. So I've noticed that a lot of these, tip snaps are becoming less common, and I think it's because this helps to reinforce the shaft, kind of like as if you were to wrap it. I've also been using these as an alternative for wrapping for a lot of different things. So I'll show you some of that later, but for tonight I just wanted to show you how I reinforce the points here. So this is 3/8 inch inner diameter tubing, and this is a 5/16 shaft. If you've got a larger diameter, you want to go up to 1/2 inch. So basically I've cut this down to a 1 inch length, and what you want to do is you want to put it over the shaft, and then you want it to sit at about halfway between the tip and the shaft. And so you could use different heat sources, but I'm going to use a heat gun. And what you want to do is you just want to heat this thing gently and keep it level, because it might fall off if you don't. So you just want to heat it up. So then you can just go and press it down, flatten it out a little bit. So there you go. See, you can kind of see the seam where the wood shaft meets the point, but it's not as defined anymore, and this won't snag as much. And this little reinforcement here will also keep the point from snapping off. Another thing you could do is if you use a 2 inch length of tubing, I found that it actually allows you to keep the point attached to your shaft even if it's broken off. But as much as I like reusing my field points, I'm not too concerned if I lose them. So this is usually good enough for me. But even so, I haven't had a point loss yet with this. So I still got to keep using it and keep trying it and see how it goes, but I figured I'd share it with everybody, and you guys can try it and tell me what you think. Well, thank you for watching my video.